Christy. Welcome to another Make a Card with Christy video. Today we're going to be using this adorable otter stamp from Fawn. This is called Year 5, and we'll be using the matching dies as well. We're also going to be using this Ahoy There paper pad by Cartabella. It's a really great nautical themed paper pad that I picked up at the end of last summer, and I've been waiting for the opportunity to use it, and this is the perfect one. So we're going to begin by stamping out our images, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in for you. So I've got the images that I'm using mounted on an acrylic block. I'm using the otter and the gift from that set. I'm also using the little party hat from the Year 4 stamp set. This is last year's stamp set with the bird and the hippo, and I just grabbed that so I could add that to the otter's head. And I'm going to stamp those out with some Memento Tuxedo black ink. There we go. So for the otter himself, I'm going to start with EB6, and I'm just going to go ahead and give him a wash of this brown. Not too concerned with being too neat right now, just making sure I get that color laid down. Then I'll go in with the EB7, and I'll begin to darken some of those shadowed areas. Okay, I'll go ahead and move up to the EB8 and add just a little bit even more dark color. Anywhere those shadows would be. Okay. I'll go back down to my EB7 to blend out that. And then I'll go back to my EB6. I'm going to use circular motions to really blend that all together and get that nice and even. Alright, so there's our otter. Moving on to our little party hat and present. I'm going to go in with a DR3 for the hat and the bow on the present. I'm going to jump to a DR5 to just add some shading to that. And even though it's super small, you guys know I like my contrast, so I'm actually going to go up to the DR7. Just add a really light touch of that. Okay. Blend that back out. And then back down to the DR3. There we go. For the present, I'm going to go with kind of a goldish tone, so I'm going to go with the GB8. And And I'm going to jump to the GB10 to just shade that. And then I can just blend that out. I'm just going to use 2 colors on that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and die cut these with the matching dies, and I'll be right back for the next part of the card. Okay, so I've die cut a couple extra pieces as well. I want to create kind of a porthole, so I have die cut a piece from the Lawn Fawn note cards. This is the walnut wood grain note card, so it's a little bit of a sturdier cardstock. I've die cut that using the Lawn Fawn circle stackables. I've used the second largest and third largest dies to create that. I've also cut out a piece of pattern paper for my background, and then 2 strips of waves. And for the waves, I used this Lawn Fawn stitch scallop border die, the largest one, and then instead of using the actual scallop, I have used the piece that's remaining, which is the waves. So the scallop piece looks like this, and this is the excess that you would normally throw away, but in this case I'm going to be keeping this piece for our waves, and I'll save the scallop for another card. So I am going to go ahead and line up my waves how I want them. Kind of get those situated. That's going to tuck behind right there. Alright, and now that I can adjust that how I want it, I can go ahead and die cut the waves using the circle stackable as well. Alright, so now we can go ahead and arrange our little otter here. I'm just going to add a little bit of tombow mono to the back of him. Okay, and then I'm going to bend back these front waves and kind of nestle him down in there. There we go. Okay, and I'll add his little gift. Okay, and his little party hat. I've added some foam tape to the back of my little porthole piece here. This would also be a really easy card to make into a shaker card. But for today, we're just going to have a raised sort of window. Just peeling off that release paper, and then I'll go ahead and line that up and press that into place. Okay, then I have a card base here, and this is all Avery L cardstock that I'm using today. Both of the blues, well, all 3 of the blues are Avery L. I'm just going to add a little bit of tombow mono to the back of our pattern paper here. And then we'll just go ahead and line that up. Oops, make sure that our card is facing the right way. Just press that down. Okay, I've got a tag here that I have die cut with the Lawn Fawn Tag Your It dies. This is the second smallest die of those 2 tags. And I have stamped the sentiment with VersaFine Onyx Black. And then I've just threaded a little bit of Mayart's twine through that little tag. And that's going to go right down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more tombow to the back of this. And then we'll get that lined up how we want it. Kind of a little bit up from center. Okay. I'm going to add a bit more foam adhesive to the bottom portion of our tag here. Okay, and then just a little bit more tombow where it's going to rest on top of our portal. Just grab that. And then we can go ahead and trim off some of that excess from the little loop there. And there we have it. Our card is done. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.